y'all, this is Oso, and he is the reason that I made the nail file board a few days ago. I adopted him a few months ago, and he's never really liked his nails being done, so I thought this would be a way to make both of our lives easier. I already made one modification from what I posted the other day. I was originally using Scotch tape to affix the sandpaper to the plexiglass, and he got a little overzealous with his scratching, so I had to move to duct tape to make it sturdier. So for him, I can either, good boy, hold the board up like this, and he already knows what to do. So I do have a cue scratch. But I can also just hold the board up to him and he'll do it. I can also hold it on my lap, get a little bit different filing depending on what position it's at. To teach him, I started off with just a paw. He already knew that, paw, shake, what have you. And instead of catching his foot with my hand, I caught it with the board instead. And from there, shake or scratch. From there, it's just a matter of rewarding him for scratching harder, scratching more frequently. Right now, we can get about 2 to 3 times for scratching, and we're still working on getting more repetitions in before he gets rewarded. From there, I just changed my cue. Whenever you're changing a cue, it's always new cue, then the old cue. So for him, I did scratch paw, and he learned a new cue scratch. He predominantly is left-pawed just in his daily life, but he actually switches between his paws throughout the exercise. So I could put it on a different cue or do different cues for different paws. So far that hasn't been as necessary with him, but he already knew paw and other paw, so I could easily do other scratch or something like that. You done, buddy? Yeah. I am using a clicker for him, but you could easily use a verbal marker if you wanted to. If you aren't comfortable with the clicker, you could use yes or good. I just prefer a clicker for my personal training. So that's where we are with our nail file board. Next up, is tackling the back paws. And for that, he already scratches after he eliminates outside. So I just need to take some treats outside with me and capture that behavior before we can transfer it onto our nail file board. So there you have it.